The day a fifth-grade science myth met a very real reality check. What's the most obvious lie your kid was ever taught in a modern classroom? My 11-year-old son, Leo, came home last Tuesday looking like he'd just lost his best friend. Why? Because his science teacher, Mrs. Gable, spent the entire period insisting that human blood is actually blue until it touches oxygen. Now, Leo isn't just any kid. He spends his weekends reading medical journals, and he wants to be a trauma surgeon. He tried to politely explain that blood is always red. It's just a darker, maroon shade when it's deoxygenated. He even mentioned the physics of how light travels through skin and how it creates an optical illusion of blue veins. But Mrs. Gable was not having it. She told him, "Leo, I've been teaching science since before you were born. Look at your wrists. They're blue." End of story. When he kept trying to show her a diagram from his anatomy book, she confiscated it. She called it disruptive misinformation and made him write, "My blood is blue," 50 times on the whiteboard in front of the entire class. I was livid. See, I'm a senior ICU nurse. I spend my life looking at blood in every possible state. I emailed Mrs. Gable, but she brushed me off, saying parents shouldn't interfere with established curriculum. So I decided to give the class a little live demonstration. The next morning, I showed up during her human systems unit wearing my full scrubs. I brought a vacuum-sealed, medical-grade collection tube and my professional phlebotomy kit. The look on her face when the principal walked in behind me was priceless. I didn't say a word to her. I just turned to the class and asked, "Who wants to see what color blood really is inside a vacuum, where there is zero oxygen?" I drew a small sample from my own arm, right there. The tube filled with a deep, dark red liquid. The silence in that room was deafening. Mrs. Gable turned a shade of purple that was, ironically, much closer to blue than my blood was. Now Leo has his book back, and the school is looking for a new science lead who actually, knows science. Remember, never let a textbook get in the way of the truth.